talking about the Academy on Now That's TV by Sapphire. All I gotta say is this episode, episode 4, wasn't. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too crazy. Like, what was it, like episode 1 and 2? Like that was a little crazy, but episode 4 was a lot calmer ish, right? So it opens up with the ending fight from episode 3, which is Monty in heaven, and they finally get to fighting, right? And Heaven is like popping her shit, and then Monty was like trying to like not be confrontational, but tend to be conversation. Not tend to be, but it's like, you know, somebody irks you, they gonna get to you. So they go at it pretty much, and then you obviously see Heaven and her fight. It wasn't even the best fight of that day, but it was a pretty damn good one, right? And I feel like, out of my professional been watching fights on reality TV opinion, I think Monty won. And I'm talking about overall in the episode, right? Like where they duke it out, and at the fashion competition, I really think that Heaven didn't do no damage. Like, just like when she was fighting Pink, Heaven can't fight. Like, that's just something I have came to terms with. Like, she talks a good game. You know, she throws some blows, but they not really, she's not a fighter. She a shit talker. She's not a fighter. And all she really did was pull her wig off, because you could see that security was holding Monty's arms. And Monty's small, and she's like, I'm gonna take that small bitch out. Okay, we get it. You're upset. Calm down, alright? And after that happened, they pretty much calmed down. They went on with the fashion competition. And I think Jess and LaRue had a team. Don't quote me, I'm not sure. But let's just say, right? Jess' team was creative, right? But LaRue's team executed and actually had a look, in my opinion. But when they voted, obviously the judges liked creativity over an actual look, which is, I understand that, because creativity is a really like big thing. Like, I love a good creative outfit. It doesn't have to make sense to me, because I believe that everybody having their own style, right? And we do try to like look normal. Like, I always look normal like this when I go to work, but we all have like little things that we like to do to pop out. So I guess the pants though, the pants thing, but I wasn't feeling that. But who am I? Who am I? Obviously, I'm not Zoe, right? Sapphire was talking about a prom. So I guess at the end of the season, I'm not sure, don't quote me, it was a real quick like scene where she's like, oh, well, I hope everybody acts well so they could go to prom. And I was like, ooh, prom? I hope these bitches pop out. Because to say people can't dress, right? And that's how this whole confrontational thing happened. To say people can't dress, I want to see how they pop out for prom. Because obviously it's not like a high school prom, so you can dress a little more provocative, which is good. But it doesn't matter. But I just want to see everybody's like formal-ish looks. That's what I want. Because I don't know if they're going to really do formal. I could believe these bitches come in like mesh mini skirts. Which is nothing wrong with that, but it's just not prom. You know what I'm saying? And I love how Sapphire is encouraging. Like, she's always like so positive. And in everything I've ever seen her in, she is always so positive. And that is like so encouraging to me. Not to me, but like watching it, I'm like, oh my god, it makes me fall in love with her, because she is so encouraging. She gives like people words of wisdom, and she is like, pretty much she's fucking correct half the goddamn time. That's what I like about her. Then we fast forward, and I guess they're coming back from the competition, and I guess Queen D, and LaRue get in a little argument, and then they start talking about Shaba, and then Heaven pops in, and she was just like, "Oh, you bully! You're a bully! Oh, you're a bully to Shaba." And you know, Shaba stuttering, and like trying to get her words out. And then LaRue started yelling in her ear, "Go Queen, go Queen! Yeah, fight, fight, fight!" And I'm like, if y'all really wanted to fight, y'all would swing. So then Heaven did swing, but Shaba didn't do nothing. Excuse me. And you know, like I don't think everybody knows this. I'm not a Shaba fan. I don't like Shaba. I don't care much for her. She's not. I don't want to say she's nothing to me. She doesn't bring, like, if there was a show and you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, Shaba's up there," I'd be like, "Oh, okay, all right." It's just like, you know, that cousin that you really don't care for, but you love them, but you're like, I can or cannot. It don't change. That's what she is for me. But also, you see, Heaven is trying to be on her bully shit. I feel like I don't like Heaven. First of all, for somebody to be named Heaven, they got such a nasty ass attitude. She is not Heaven. But that's besides the point. No Heaven that I know is Heaven, but that's besides the point. She's just like, it's annoying, it's giving, want to be relevant, it's giving, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter much to me. And for LaRue to be such, you know, big bag LaRue, and then she's not like, just fight. If you want to fight her, fight her. That's how I feel. Like, just shut up, fight. And then I watched it. Then when they get in the house, Queen D and Jess start arguing again. Not arguing. I guess Queen said something to her. I really don't remember what was said, but something was said to Jess, and Jess asked, like, pretty much like asked Queen a question, and then Queen left, right? And then it cuts over to E.T., which I love E.T. E.T. in her confessional, like, the fuck is going on here, pretty much. And I'm like, you know what's an issue in E.T. got some fucking sense. Not in a bad way, saying like she never has sense, but like saying it as if like she's always ready. She's a firecracker. For her to not go off and she's like, the fuck is going on here? If you see any of her faces, half the time she's just like this. I love it. Like, she's minding her fucking business. And that's what we want. And then that goes to Heaven going back at Monty. And she's like, nah, I want that bitch friend. Lacey. Oh. Lacey, right? So, Heaven just talking shit pretty much. Then she was like, hey, and then Monty was like, hey, you want to fight? She's like, nah, I want your friend. And then Monty was like, nah, you want to fight? And she was like, nah, I want your friend. I'll get you later. So then they jump Heaven, which I don't know what you expect. Nah, okay, let's start by saying this. I do not condone jumping, right? In any like facet of life, but here it's okay, right? If you feel like you're a big dog and you can pop your shit like that, how Heaven pops her shit, right? You can fight. And then like I don't understand why none of her other friends jumped in. Like if it's really like that deep, if we on that no jumping shit, why didn't none of your friends jump in? AKA LaRue. LaRue did not jump in. So they take, I think Jess and Hood Baby take Monty off of them and hold Monty back. So then it's just Lacey and her. And, you know, Heaven getting Lacey real good, right? And then she sees, they get pulled apart. And then she sees Monty and she goes V-line for Monty. Monty gives her some, right? It's just a lot of shaking around, honestly. So then the wig come off. Whew, did the wig come off. And then I guess they go away and then it starts up again. And this time Lacey fucking her up. Like Lacey's fucking her up. Like, Heaven's face is bleeding and some more shit. Like, she fucked her up. And then she looked in the mirror. You know, not then. But then she leaves, like, they pull them apart. She looks in the mirror. And then all I said was, Frederick Douglass. That's all I saw. So, after that fight, everything calms down. It is what it is. So that's when Hood Baby and Lucky, they downstairs, they smoking. It's her, I think, Shaba, every goddamn where. Shaba, what's her name? ep.4 and then another chick. I don't remember who, but it's like, it's all of them outside. And Hood Baby's pretty much talking to, what's that girl name? Lacey, Lucky, about what was said at the hotel. I don't remember what was said, but it was some dumb shit pretty much. Like, Hood Baby nitpicks at a lot of stupid shit. Like, to be that grown up, and I think she has a kid, to be that grown up had to have a baby. Well, honestly, anybody can have a baby. It don't take a rocket science. But it's a lot of stupid shit. Like, you can't be giving your kid a great life. And I'm not talking about the kid, I'm talking about her. If you act like this, like, there's no way possible. Because kids will argue with you. I argue with my 14-year-old fucking niece. And I'm 24 and I ain't got no goddamn kids. I will argue with a kid. So, like, that's when I'm like, I don't want none, but to have kids and then, you know, oh, fuck. Oh, I gotta start pain in my spine, goddamn it. Oh, that tried to take me out. Okay. So then they start arguing or whatever. So I guess it fast forwards to, I don't know what they're about to go do, but I guess they have another challenge that they're gonna go do. Is my thing broke? I think my thing broke. No, it's not. I don't know. And they're about to do another challenge, I'm assuming. So that's when Lucky and Hood Baby get in the fight. So Hood Baby getting the best of her. She got her on the ground and everything. And Lucky picks that bitch up with her feet and flip her over. And then she get the best of her, right? And then Hood Baby's like, why would y'all put her on top of me? Delusional. Because you know, that was only one fist. There's only two fists. So it was like quite literally, security did not pick anybody. Like, you could see that, but the bitch thought it was three of them. Or some shit. That's how you know you in your ass when you don't even know how many people in here and helping this shit. So then that's when they go into the building and they still go at it again. And then, you know, it's a regular fight. Lucky doing what she could do. So then I guess she was pulling Hood Baby's hair, and then Hood Baby's like, oh my god, they split apart. She goes in the room. She's touching her. She's like, oh my gosh, it's falling out. My hair is falling out. My real hair is falling out. Yeah, okay. You just got in a fight. I've had braids pulled out in a fucking fight. It's whatever. Hair grows back. Right? So, you know, she's pulling out. So she's so mad about this. And she's like, nah, this is my real fucking hair. Yeah, we could tell. Because if that was a wig, that shit's bad. Like, come on. So it was just stupid. Like, I don't know. I'm not emotionally attached to my hair. Like, I cut my shit all the time. Like, I cut my hair all the time. So I have different feelings. Like, my hair doesn't make me. So I guess, like, as some people, their hair does make them. Like, how they feel about their hair is, like, a big part of their identity. So I'm not going to say it's nothing. But in my opinion, it's not that deep. It's just fucking hair. It'll grow back. You could dye it blue again. It could just look as crusty as it does now. It'll be okay, you know? So that's when they just continue to fight. It's just stupid shit after stupid shit. Then it cuts to E.T. talking about what she came here for and how, like, I just love it when she gets all vulnerable. Because I can't say that word. When she's all vulnerable and she's, like, really being, like, not as hard as she has been on her other two shows or other seasons of shows. It's nice seeing her in a different light because a lot of the women who have been on South Central Baddies, you do not get to see it. Like, South Central Baddies has no premise to the fucking show, no nothing. It's just straight up fighting the whole goddamn time. So to see somebody have a personality outside of fighting is actually quite pleasant, right? And you get to see that they're a fucking person. Like, you can see that she's a girly girl. You can see that she, like, does other shit than want to fight all the time. And that's, to me, it's, like, refreshing because a lot of them are older than I am. But it's like, damn, you still doing that at that age? And I'm like, I couldn't imagine that shit, right? So then it cuts again to Naj talking to Monty, and Monty was like, yeah, I don't usually do this jumping shit, but like the bitch was asking for it, and I was like, yeah, the bitch did ask for it. So, Naj was like, yeah, I understand, whatever, whoop the whoop, yeah, whatever. And she's like, but if anything, if people felt some type of way, why didn't, her bitch jump in? And she's like, I'm not talking about Hood Baby or Jess, I'm talking about LaRue. And I was like, damn, she for real. Because LaRue was popping all that shit in the van. But when your bitch getting jumped, you don't do shit. So I fucked with that. And then I don't know they didn't really let the challenge be known if they were at a challenge or just them in like a red room. And then it cuts to them being back at the house, which is fucking weird, but we're not gonna talk about editing. It cuts to them going back to the house, and Queen is just tweaking. I don't know if she smoked something. I don't know if she drank anything. She just tweaking. So she over there, and she's like, nah, they gonna let me fucking go. They gonna let me fucking go in her aluminum foil outfit and her fluffy, her teddy bear shoes. So she just real something. I don't know what it is, right? And she goes to confront Jess, and then she's just popping her shit at Jess, and Jess is like, I said I don't like the way you dress. I didn't say I didn't like you. And I was like, I don't like the way a lot of my friends dress. I really don't. I joke on them, but that's the type of relationship we had. I don't like them for really my friends dress, but they probably don't like the way I dress either. Like, it's okay. You don't have to like somebody's dress to like them, right? And then she did say she looked like a moon foil, which is pretty funny. So Queen is just like popping her shit and trying to fight and popping her shit, and you see Jess is like really Jess is really trying not to like entertain it, kinda. Like, she's just trying to like back away from it. Like, she's not trying to fight, but Queen keeps pushing her. And then just go rock that bitch. As she should. Like, Queen, we gonna admit, I've said this last episode, Queen can now do something. She fight a lot better than she did, right? But she don't fight well enough to fight a bitch who know how to fight. She can't fight no Krishan and no shit like that, right? She could just fight a regular bitch, maybe a bitch that been in one or two, right? Don't come from no fighting family that ain't got no anger issues or nothing. That's a bitch that Queen can fight. She can't fight everybody. She gotta go find that bitch that don't really know how to do much nothing. That's what she gotta do. So that was episode 4 pretty much. It was really good. I like it. I guess Shaba, like they showed like the previous episode 5, I guess Shaba gets into a fight, which is finally like, we'll see. Because from what I remember on Coming Up LA, Shaba ain't hitting all shit. Like, I really dislike her. And I think she was the winner. I think Shaba was the winner. And Shaba, what is she coming up on? Like, I don't understand. But that's me. And can we hit on a note where allegedly, they said that allegedly Lacey said that heaven sells pussy. I'm not sure, right? But who's buying that? And it's not like diss on Heaven's looks or anything, but like, no, I guess if you're a prostitute, a sex worker, let's say that, employed for sex work, that it doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter who you are as personality. I guess, I don't know, right? But even strip clubs got fucking standards and shit, So I'm just like, okay, all right. That's about it. Yeah, that's it.